Hi Cancer, and welcome to your Case of the X tarot reading for November 2017. This is for all those Cancers out there who are truly, truly missing their ex or wanting a reconciliation, or maybe your ex is just on your mind and you want some information. This is intended solely for that energy. If you need advice on a different topic than the ex, go ahead and check out my channel. I upload a lot of different types of tarot readings to try to accommodate everybody. This is also a general tarot reading, so it will resonate with some, but it will not resonate with all, unfortunately, because it is a general reading and I'm not looking at any one particular storyline. I will be looking at just the energy for November between you and the ex. And I will also pull 3 outcome advice answer cards at the end of the reading. So before I even begin, go ahead and think about whether card 1, card 2, or card 3 will be for you specifically. Okay, Cancers, so let's see what the overall energy is between you and your ex in the month of November. Observer. Okay, well, some of you can or may not be still in communication with the ex. This is general, so I just want to point that out. Okay, with the Observer card here, this could indicate that maybe you have a stalker on your hand, or maybe you're kind of stalking your ex, like through social media, things like that. Nothing super serious or crazy. This is general for for some of you that could be the case, but it could go either way, or you both could be kind of, looking at each other's social media and things like that. Also, with this card, you need to pull back and take your emotions out of everything and reassess the entire situation with your ex through logic alone, through a head choice alone, no emotions involved, okay? So this will be different for each of you, just depending. If you're not looking into your ex's stuff, or you don't feel like your ex would be stalking you on any level, then perhaps you just need to take a different perspective about the whole situation, okay? And with the Fox here, somebody could have been sneaky. There could have been some sneaky business, and he's sitting on top of this egg. So through this change in perception, you may discover new information that, of some trickery or some sneakiness, some deception maybe, okay? So I'm going to draw 2 cards for your energy towards your ex for November. I have to look at both of you to get the whole picture. So let me see how you're feeling, Cancer, towards your ex in November. At least the Cancers I'm reading for. Okay, well, these 3 actually tumbled out just as I was getting ready to stop to cut the deck, so these are for you. Very strong if you were connected to an earth sign, if your ex is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. In November, you're feeling very nostalgic and sweet about them. This card comes after the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is, sadness and loss. And this is, coming onto the other side of that in a healing process where now it doesn't hurt so much, but you're feeling really nostalgic and sweet, and you're focused on the good times. But what's interesting is then we have this 10 of Swords. So some of you are feeling just very hurt, backstabbed, betrayed, deceived by your ex, which some of this could come through you changing your perspective and seeing things from a different way. Or if you have been looking through their social media and things like that, it may hurt you what you see. And since this is general, this could go the other way, where you're feeling this because they're looking at everything you're doing and it's hurting them, and maybe they're letting you know that, okay? Also, for some of you, this is you really wishing to reconnect with your ex and maybe put the past behind, maybe clear the air about whatever happened, whether it was on your behalf or your ex's behalf. But there's an element here of really wanting to just clear the energy and, you know, go back to the roots of your relationship, how you guys connected in the first place. For whatever that means, whether it's just so you can heal and move on, or so you guys can reconcile. It's going to be different for everybody. So let's take a look at what your ex is feeling and thinking about you in the month of November 2017. Okay, so we have the Justice card coming out. Interesting. And the Emperor. Wow. Okay, some of you, this X is because you're going through a divorce, and the divorce may be finalized in November. With this Emperor there, that could really indicate that either your ex feels like they're in complete control of the situation between the two of you, or they feel like you're the one in control of everything. Nonetheless, them coming out as the Justice with the Emperor, they want to clear the air too. They want, you know, everything balanced as well. For both of you, all of your cards came out as an upright energy, which is really positive, okay? Whatever this Ten of Swords is that sits between the two of you is what needs to be worked out, what needs to be balanced, reckoned, or let go of. And even like you see, he has the two scales here, okay? And then look, the Emperor is also holding two beams, or I'm not sure what those are, to be honest, batons with the light on the top. So everything fell down. What does that mean? Anyways, yeah, there's this need for balance and justice and like karma coming full circle. And based on your energy and your ex's energy in this Observer card, I don't get the sense that all of you like want to be broken up. It's like whatever that Ten of Swords is, whatever happened, whatever was said, whatever was done, it's like that's the energy that exists between the two of you, and it's hard to get past that energy. And I see you and your ex both really wanting to move beyond that energy, whatever that Ten of Swords represents between the two of you. And moving beyond that could mean a number of different things. Maybe it's just, you know, so you both can go on with your life with some closure, or maybe, you know, it's time to be friends, or maybe there is a second chance for you guys. It will be different for everybody. So, wow, here we have the Six of Cups again. I think a lot of you are reconnecting with this ex in November, because we have the Six of Cups twice now. Once for just your energy, and now for the energy playing out between you and the ex. So let's go to the next card, Adept of Orbs. So again, this is communication. And then Four of Orbs. So what I get with this is either some of you are just really thinking about your ex big time in November, and you're feeling all just like all this sweetness. You're focused only on the positive, the good things that happened. You're really wanting to reach out and communicate and see how they are. But some of you may receive like no reply, like crickets, if you do reach out. Just look at the imagery on that card, okay? Somebody's back is turned, they're meditating, they're not paying attention to anything, they're still concerned about the storm. So some of you are just thinking about this and wanting to do this, and you may reach out, but you might not be received, okay? And that's where this observer comes in, like maybe you're trying to figure out what's going on, what they're doing through social media. Or this is the opposite, where, you know, they're really thinking about you, and they may or may not reach out to you, okay? Just based on your energy, I feel like you would reciprocate. Also, there's an element here of reconnection, but then maybe disconnection again. Like, you know, here's this sweetness, here's this communication, and then here's this disconnection where we're pulling away and we're thinking about what was said. You know, we're observing the situation from an entirely new perspective. So many of you guys are feeling very sweet and tender and nostalgic about the ex in November, or your ex is feeling that way about you. And I think for most of you, there is going to be communication, okay? This is general, so for some, this is just playing out in your mind and what you're hoping for. And some of you will reach out and may not be received. But I feel like for the most part, if you guys are communicating with your ex in November for whatever reason. It could be kind of out of nowhere, like maybe if you're the reason why that Ten of Swords is there, like you really want to apologize, or you're just like, I miss you so much, or, you know, something along those lines. Or, you know, it could go the other way, and it could be your ex that just reaches out of nowhere. So I'm going to pull 3 cards now from the Romance Angels, and I want you to think about whether it was card 1, card 2, or card 3 that you were drawn to give you further advice for the month of November about your ex, okay? So let's do that now. What card were you thinking of? What number? All right, so here we go with card 1. Wow, separation. So if you were attracted to this card, I feel as though you are a Cancer that is really thinking about your ex and wanting to communicate and reach out. And if you do, I just feel like one of 2 things is going to happen. Either A, you're not going to get any sort of response, or B, there will be some communication, but then it's just going to end again, and then you're back being separated for November. So for those of you who felt like card 1 was the card for you, this is just unfortunately indicating that you guys aren't coming back together in November, okay? Even if you chat or whatever, November is not the proper month for you guys to reconcile your relationship if that's what you're shooting for, okay? At least not according to this reading. This is a general reading, and hopefully nobody listening to this is, you know, staking their life on what comes through these cards. But this here, this is saying that, you know, we're still separated through November. Card 2 is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right, so if you were attracted to this card, if your ex is really trying to come back into your life and reconcile, and you intuitively sense deep down that it's real, even if you have like nervous worries, like this card here is saying, listen, it's safe for you to open yourself up to the ex, okay? For wherever that may take you, there's honesty being shared here, okay? Also, if that does not apply for others of you, this is your indication that it's safe for you to move on and love somebody new. You know, the time is ripe for that. if there's somebody else you like or somebody new comes into your life in November, don't discard them and not date them because of this hope for an ex, okay? There's something better for you. It's safe for you to love whatever new is coming in. Now, card 3 is religious factors. This is an interesting outcome card, but for the type of reading that we're doing here, what this is saying is if you've been wondering why you and the ex broke up, for some of you, this has everything to do with your spiritual or religious belief system opposed to theirs, okay? Your vibration of you, the essence of you, is a different frequency than of your ex. And that's why you guys are out of sync. You vibrated out of sync, okay? Because you're operating on different frequencies. And if that's the case, you really need to trust the universe on that, okay? Because we can only align with what we are energetically. And if you are vibrating on a much higher level because of your spiritual or religious beliefs, or your partner, ex-partner, was vibrating on a much higher level based upon their spiritual or religious beliefs and practices, it disaligns the energy between the two of you. And that doesn't mean like they're good and you're bad, or you're good and they're bad. It's just, you know, different religious beliefs are different frequencies of vibration, okay? That's just the way it is. And some people are huge skeptics, and I gotta see it to believe it, and others just naturally have faith. So it's something about the dynamics of just who you are and who they are from a spiritual level, but also just on the daily, like the way you perceive and think about the world and the way they perceive and think about the world are just such different vibrations. And it's not because there's anything wrong with you or there's anything wrong with them. It's just you guys are different frequencies, and probably well matched with the new people to come once you're healed and ready to let go, okay? So Cancer, that's what I have for you guys in regards to your ex for November 2017. I just decipher the messages that come through the cards, and you know, hopefully you can take this and apply it to your situation if it fits, and have it offer you some guidance, okay? I hope you all have a very beautiful and blessed November. Take care.